market check. But viewers, today is Friday and we're going to be getting you buy now, sell now Paathshala as well. So in the studios, let's go across to Kunal Bothra, who is joining us live. Hi, very good morning, Kunal. So let's quickly take you to the buy now, sell now Paathshala. And I must say, Cheryl, it's been a long time no see.
Exactly, long time no see. Kunal has been bunking his classes, isn't it, Kunal?
Not really. I think the classes were not happening because of some reason or the other.
Certainly.
So I think it's good to be back. Now the topic for today is again one of the interesting themes of technical analysis, which we typically call it as a range breakout, because this is a very important pattern when you talk of stocks coming out of consolidations and major ranges for themselves. And what are the trigger points which leads into such kind of range breakouts, and then what happens post such kind of range breakouts, and how do the stocks typically behave. So I think we'll look at a couple of examples over here. The first example which we'll have is in terms of stocks, and that's Sun TV. And the reason why I've picked up is on two scales. One, that the stock had gone through a recent correction from 2023 highs of 720, 740 approximately. The stock had fallen down to sub 600 levels. Now, in this zone of price correction, and then what followed was a major time-wise consolidation, the stock started to remain into a range. So what happens is, typically in a consolidation, the stock defines a range for itself. The volumes typically tend to drop down. So as you see that when the price started to get into a correction mode, the volumes typically get into a drop down mode. Now typically at a certain price point of this consolidation, there is a sudden interest which spikes up into the stocks. Now for example, you can look at this kind of candle, and on this candle day you see the volume spiking for the stock price. Same happened for the stock over here. When the stock started to get into a breakout mode, the volume spiked up, which means that the stock is now trying to define that after a major zone of correction as well as a time consolidation, these are the two candlesticks which leads into a breakout mode or a potential breakout which could be coming into the stock price. Then forms the real breakout time for the stock price, and as you can see that the cluster of volumes in this kind of a time zone indicates that the stock is now heading towards a price volume breakout, and the previous swing low, so this low as well as the previous swing low, forms a very critical support for the stock in the near to medium term. This is the classical sign of what we look out for when stocks come out of a range breakout in terms of higher volumes. Now we look at one more example over here, and that's a very recent one, and that's Oracle Finance OFSS, and again interesting price pattern over here for the stock. It went into a sharp correction. So as you can see that many of these IT stocks over the last 2 years have been going to a sharp correction. So no exception for OFSS also. The stock fell from 9,000 to sub 7,000 levels. Again, a major price band for the stock. So this is almost like a 900 to 1,000 point range, which means closer to 7,000. You can see the major support for the stock, and multiple times the stock had taken resistance at the 7,900, 8,000 band. Again, the volumes initially dropped down for the stock, and then you can see the recent activity or spike in volumes for the stock. This is pre to the breakout for the stock, and then you finally see the stock breaking out. So again, a classical sign over here where the stock gives a breakout. Potentially, this could now head towards 8,800, 8,900 over the near term.
All right, so that is the new topic for Paathshala today, and that is range breakout. Actually, in-depth coverage coming in from Kunal, or explanation coming in from Kunal on that particular topic. Thank you so much, Kunal, as always, for taking our viewers through a new topic on BNSN Paathshala. But with that, we will slip into a break on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now. When we come back, we'll start taking your query. Viewers, don't go anywhere.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.